Nigeria. Nigeria is actually a beautiful country, a wonderful country governed by, I think, is about 36 states or 37 states, 36 or 37 states. I am actually from Nigeria, and obviously, Nigeria is absolutely beautiful and great to live, to be honest. Absolutely beautiful. But there are so many issues, obviously, that we can actually explore when it comes to Nigeria. Apart from the fact that Nigeria is a beautiful country, then we have the government as well that we are actually, that govern the whole country. We have the president that that govern the whole country, and things currently are not the way it should be. Now, this is a very big question. We can blame the government all we want. We can point fingers to the government all we want. But as a people as well, we need to think deep. How are we contributing to the hardship in the country? People are really suffering in the country. A lot of people cannot afford 3 square meal in that country. And questions are, how many people do you want to help? If you have $1 million today, I can guarantee you that it's going to go on so many things in Nigeria to help people, and it won't still do anything in the lives of many. So the question is, when we go to the market to buy stuff, when you go to the market to buy stuff, things are extraordinarily expensive. So even if there is an increase of 22% or maybe 25% or something, people in the market are actually, having their own increase of 100% on stuff. If you buy something 50,000 last week or last month, that might not actually be 50,000 anymore the following month or even the following week. It might actually be double of that price, if not triple. Now, we can talk about government all we want, but there is a serious issues with the people in the country. Serious issues with the people. People are part of they are part of the reasons why that country is where it is today. And how long are we going to continue like this? How long are people going to keep suffering? How long are people going to be able, like to kind of cope with the situation of things in that country? This is actually alarming, and this is actually the condition keeps deteriorating every single day. I know people that are living well, living fantastic, like they are absolutely good. They're making millions week in, week out, but they're still complaining in the same Nigeria. And this is a serious issue. In fact, I think the president's supposed to have declared, you know, um, and anyway, it can be state of emergency, like an emergency in the country, because there is a serious hunger issues in Nigeria. And the more we look at this, the more we kind of discover that it's not just the government, but actually the people itself. People go to the hospital, hospitals, like everything in Nigeria is all about connection. Everything is all about who you know and who you don't know. For how long are people going to continue in this kind of situation? Now, oftentimes we talk about, oh yeah, Nigeria is going to be better, Nigeria is going to be great, and all of that. I believe in it, but at this point, I'm not sure when Nigeria is going to be great again. I'm not sure when people will be happy and smiling, and people will be able to come home confidently to the country to say, yes, this is Nigeria. I want to come and spend the rest of my life in Nigeria. This is absolutely disheartening. Shortage of doctors. A lot of doctors are migrated from, all the way from Nigeria to the UK, to the US, to Canada, Australia. They keep losing people, doctors, every single day. And this is actually alarming. Why? Because of the state of the country. Now, I'm just praying and hoping that Nigeria will not actually be at a stage, like at a stage where people will have to be feeding on each other, feeding on each other in a situation whereby people will have to be killing in each other for them to feed. Everything is just upside down at the minute. And I'm just wondering, like, in fact, when I actually, like when they send me prices of stuff, I wonder how do people survive? If you're earning 150,000 in Nigeria, how long can that go? How long can you survive with that kind of amount? How long can you survive with 150 or 200,000? Even if you're earning 500,000 in Nigeria. I'm not sure if I'm earning 500,000 in Nigeria. I'm not sure if I'll be able to live the life that I actually want to live, even if I'm earning 1 million. Things are absolutely bad in the country. And I hope that the government can actually look at it in a way whereby they can actually find a solution to these things. Corruption is deep rooted in that country. Whether with government, whether with the people, corruption is deep rooted. It has eaten the country so deep to the extent that it's so hard to actually find any solution to corruption right now because everyone is involved in one way or the other. Now think about it. Electricity, they've not been able to kind of find solution to electricity for so many years in Nigeria. If not for corruption, what is electricity that Nigeria cannot actually find solution to? Electricity, like that should be the least of the problem. A country that wants to function will find solution to this kind of issue, but they've not been able to find any solution for so many years in Nigeria. For how long? Like seriously, for how long? Because there are some people in Nigeria, there are some powers that God needs to kind of take off. There are some powers that need cabals that needs to die for that country to function. Except that happens, people will continue to struggle. And except we change ourselves as well, except we change as people in the country, things will continue to get worse. Hopefully, it won't get to a stage whereby people will start killing each other just to survive. May God be with Nigeria. Thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Bye.